Hello, business students at home. How are you doing? Hope you are staying safe. Hope you're not missing school too much. Don't worry. Very soon, hopefully, we'll be back to the classroom. My name is Miss Catherine Iboleme. I'll be taking the subject mathematics. Now, our topic for today is statistics. Our last video, we discussed construction. We were able to construct parallel lines, perpendicular lines, bisector of a line segment. We also went further to construct angle 90 degrees and angle 60 degrees. Today we'll be discussing statistics as our topic, and our subtopic will be discussing purpose and usefulness of statistics. Purpose and usefulness of statistics. So before today's lesson, let's look at our lesson objective for today. At the end of today's class, the students should be able to define statistics and also state the uses and purposes of statistics. State the uses and purposes of statistics. 2, classify data into quantitative and qualitative variables. 3, know how to collect and record data using tally charts. 4, organize and present data using frequency tables. Purpose and usefulness of statistics. Statistics is a collection of tools that can be used to get answers to important questions about data. And data are raw facts, raw information that are certain. So statistics is a way of collecting that raw information, or collecting that important information, or collecting that important raw material that can be used to answer important questions. Uses of statistics. Statistics help in record keeping. Yes, you can use statistics to keep future and past records. For example, when you go to the local government, they keep record of past and present things that have happened, the things that happened in the past and things that happen presently. Sometimes when you go to the population center, that is census, or go to the National Population Commission, then you get there, you can demand for past census counted, and they will give you the information, because statistics is used to keep record, to record things and to also keep them for future purpose. So that's one of the uses of statistics. And 2, statistics help in the proper and efficient planning of a statistical inquiry in any field of study. Yes, you can go and inquire on anything you want to do. It's part of statistics, because when you don't inquire, you will not really get enough information to know to actualize whatever you want to do, or to know that thing you want to go into, if it's really going to be profitable or not. So you need to make inquiry, and statistics also help you to plan properly. And 3, statistics help in collecting appropriate quantitative data. Statistics help in collecting appropriate quantitative data. As we move forward, you know the different types of data and what quantitative data means. So we'll move ahead. We have the types of data. Like I said earlier, data are known or assumed as facts, raw information, basic information, important information, something that are true. Data are raw information or raw facts, or assumed as facts, or assumed are known for raw information. Data are known or assumed as facts, making the basis of reasoning or calculation. When you have an information, you can use it for reasoning, or you can also use it for calculating. This is what data is all about. They are raw information, they are known as facts that can be used for reasoning or calculating. So we have different types of data. We have the qualitative data. Qualitative data. This deals with things that we cannot see, but we can perceive them, and we know that these things are in existence, and these things cannot be measured. Qualitative data deals with characteristics and descriptors that cannot be easily measured, that cannot be easily seen, because if you cannot see it, you cannot measure it, that cannot be easily seen. And we have an example such as smells, taste, textures, attractiveness. So these are the examples of qualitative data. And for you to keep a good record of this type of data, you need statistics to keep proper information, to give you appropriate information of qualitative data. So qualitative data is one type of data that deals with the characteristics and descriptors that cannot be easily measured but can be observed subjectively, such as smells, taste, textures, attractiveness, and color. Two, quantitative data. Quantitative data deals with numbers and things that you can measure objectively, things you can see. But when you can see it, you can take the measurement of what you can see. So we have an example. We have the height, width, length, temperature, humidity, price, area, and volume. Those are things you can see, and you can also take the measurement of it. The difference between qualitative and quantitative is just that qualitative, you cannot take the measurement because you cannot see them, but you can feel them. You can feel them, like the smell is there, the taste is there, the texture. So you cannot see them because you cannot take the measurement, but it's there in existence. And quantitative data are data that can be seen and can also be measured objectively. We have the dimensions such as height, width, length. We also have our prices. But you can see the value of what you want to make exchange of. That's why you can purchase it with the price tag. So move ahead. Another type of data, we have the discrete data. These are data or counts that can be precise. Counts are more precise. In a family, there are 4 girls. It is more precise. In a family, there are 4 boys. It is more precise. And we have the continuous data. Data that can be obtained by measurement. Data that can be obtained by measurement. Examples are the height, the width, and the temperature or length, volume. They are all data that can be obtained by measurement. While discrete data are data that can be more precise. You know the value. The value is precise. There's no two-way about it. For example, the COVID-19, they gave us a statistical record that says they gave us the people infected, the death, or the states that are most infected. These are the precise data, and they are discrete data. So, method of collecting data. Method of collecting data. 1, by carrying out an experiment. You can carry an experiment to get the exact results you want to get. 2, by surveying. You can go to the market to make a market survey so you can know the kind of things you want. If you actually want it in quality or quantity, it depends on your survey. So you can go by surveying to get a collect information. You can survey to get an information. 3, by observation. By looking like when observing things, is another way of collecting data. That's another by interviewing whoever, by interviewing the person or whatever person or whatever thing, by interviewing to get the information that is needed. And 3, questionnaire. Questionnaire is just a way of answering some simple questions to get information of whatever that is needed. We go to frequency table. In a survey, people usually collect lots of data, also known as raw data or raw data. And raw data are raw information that are new, that has not been carried out before, that have not been heard of before. They are called raw data, new information, and can be arranged in frequency table. Once you've gone out to survey, once you've gone out to use the questionnaire, or you've collected the data through experiments, through interviewing, through observation, you have a lot of data. So you need to construct or you need to arrange them in a frequency table. I see that again. Once you've collected your data through by experiments, by observation, by interviewing, by questionnaire, or by survey, you can arrange your data using a frequency table. A frequency table shows the numbers of times each value occurs. A frequency table shows the number of times each value occurs. And this frequency table can be arranged in, let us take an example of a frequency table. Don't forget that frequency table contains the number of value. A frequency table contains, or a frequency table contains or shows the number of times each value occurs. A frequency table shows the number of times each value occurs, and the mode in the data with the highest frequency, that is, the mode is the highest frequency in that frequency table, or the mode is the highest score or the highest number in your raw data, or in the frequency table. And a frequency table shows the number of times each value occurs, each information occurs, each numbers occur. So I want to look at an example of frequency table. Let us take an example of frequency table. The following data shows the test marks obtained by a group of students. The following data shows the test marks obtained by a group of students. These are the test marks obtained by a group of students. We have 6, we have 7, we have 7. These are the test marks obtained by a group of students. You can see there are so many, and they are raw data, raw information. So now, what are we to do? Number one question says, draw a frequency table for the data. We should draw a frequency table for this data and find the mode. Don't forget that the mode is the most occurred in the frequency table. So we have a raw data. These are our raw data. We have from the first, we have 6, 4, 9. We have 7, 4, 8, 7, 9, 7, 1, 10, 5, 3, 2, 7, 2, 6, 10, 8, 3, 8, 6, 1, 1, 8, 6, 5, 2, 6, 8. These are the raw data. I want to construct a frequency table, because if given this data, they don't give us the information that is needed. That's if it's just counting of numbers, different numbers coming together. So we want to put into a frequency table. These are our solutions. In the frequency table, we said that our total number, we said our scores. This is the max. This is our tally, and this is our frequency. So we'll go back. The following data shows the test marks. So some students have sat for a test, and these are their scores. So we want to know how many students scored 1. Marks 1. How many students got 1? We have 3 students in our frequency table. Then in our tally, you just put stroke. 1, 2, 3. 3 strokes. So we present 3 students that scored 1. So we go to 2. How many students scored 2? Let's count it from here. We have it 1. We have it with 2. Second line, 3. So we have 3 students that scored 2 marks. So this is 2. We have 3 here, and this is our 3. We go again. How many students scored 4 marks? Let's use the first. Again, there's no 4. So we go to the second. This is 1, 2. We go again. We have 2 students scored 4 marks. 2 students scored 4 marks. This is 4. We put 2 strokes to present tally, and we have 2 as 2 students scored 4 marks. The same as well as we go to 5. Let's go for 5. How many students scored 5 marks? 5. We have 1 and 2. 2 students. You go to the tally, you put 2 strokes and 2 here at the frequency. Don't forget, during the frequency table, you have the marks. You arrange in ascending order from the lowest to the highest mark. Now from the question, from the data given, we have 1 as the lowest and we have 10 as the highest number. So you arrange your frequency table from 1 to 10. This is marks, that is the test being taken, the scores, and this is tally, and this is the frequency. Number 1, how many students scored 1? We have 3 students. How many students scored 2? 2 marks. We have 3 students. And under the tally, you just draw 3 strokes. How many students scored 3 marks? We have 2 students. How many students scored 4 marks? We have 2. You can see it here. How many students scored 5 marks? We have 2 also. 2. How many students scored 6? From our frequency table, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you go to the 5th row, you draw a stroke that can cross the remaining 4, which is 5. So 5 students scored 6 marks. Let's look at it. This is 6, 1, 6, 2, 6. What's the next one? 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6. You can see 5 students scored 6 marks. 5 students scored 6 marks. So you go to the frequency table again. This is our 6. So this is 6, and 5 students scored 6 marks. In our tally, when we've gotten 4 strokes, the 5th one will cross the 4 strokes. Then we'll go to the frequency and put 5. So 7, we have 7 students, 4 students scored 7 marks. So let's count it. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that 4 students scored 7 marks. So we'll go to 8. From our frequency table, we can find 5 students scoring 8 marks. So let's see. 8 marks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 students scored 8 marks. So you can see it. Because here is 5, we use the 5th one to cross the 4 strokes. So 5 students scored 8 marks. From our frequency table, we have 9 students. How many students scored 9 marks? We have 2. 2 students scored 9 marks. So let's check this out. This is, let us look for 9. There's no 9 here. This is 1, and this is 2. So 2 students scored 9 marks. So you can see from our frequency table, the information has been arranged. So you can understand this information now. So let us check how many students scored 10 marks. This is 1, and this is 2. So now, from our frequency, we can find that 2 students scored 10 marks. So now, the total of students that took the exams, we have 30 students that took the test. 30 students took part in the test. So given this data, you won't really understand what is going on here. But when you arrange your data into frequency table, you need to understand the given information, and the given information will be useful. I take that again. The following data shows the test marks obtained by a group of students. These are test marks obtained by a group of students, group of different students. We have the test marks here. Given this raw data, you won't really understand, but when you put them into a frequency table, you will know what it's all about. So now they ask us to draw a frequency table for the data and also find the mode. Don't forget that mode is the most occurred value, the most occurred values. So this is our frequency table. So this is 1, that is 3 students scored 1. This is 2, 3 students scored 2 marks. So 3 students scored 3 marks. This is 4. We have 2 students scored 4 marks. This is 5. 2 students scored 5 marks. 6. 5 students scored 6 marks. 7. 4 students scored 7 marks. 8. 5 students scored 8 marks. 9. 2 students scored 9 marks. 10. 2 students scored 10 marks. So total of students that took part in that test is, we have to be 30 students that took part or that wrote the test, and these are their scores. So now the next question is, this is our frequency table. They ask us to draw a frequency table for the data, and this is the frequency table. The next question is, we should find the mode from the frequency table. Given this frequency table, what is the highest number or the highest scores, or the highest students that scored the highest number. This is 5 students scored 6 and 5 students scored 8. So the most occurred value is 5, which is 8, and in the frequency we have 5, which is 6 and 8. So the mode of the given data is 6 and 8. The mode is 6 and 8. Since they both have higher frequency of 5, so the mode is 6 and 8. From this example, you can be able to construct a frequency table using the max, the tally, and the frequency itself. Sometimes it can come from different ways. It can come in different ways. Instead of using max, you can use names. You can use names, you can use patient, it depends on the question. So the question will give you your frequency table. So I believe with this example, you can be able to construct or draw a frequency table. Let's look at another example. The data below shows the ages of students in JSS3 in a certain school. These are ages of students in JSS3 class in a certain school. We have 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years. These are ages of students in JSS3 class. And this is a raw data. So we want to put it in a frequency table. So the question A says, use a tally mark to prepare a frequency table for this data. So we have 14 years. So you need to arrange from 14 to the highest age. The lowest age here is 14. The least age here is 14. And the highest age here, I can see 18. So we have 18, 14 to 18 years. So these are the ages. We have 14 years to 18 years, meaning we have 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 years. So so how many 14 years do we have in that class? We have 1, 2, 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 14 occurs or appears 17 times. Now our frequency is 17. In the tally, like I told you, when you get to the fifth one, you use a stroke to cross the first strokes. This is it. On that first stroke, the first, this is 5, 10, 15, this is 16, and this is 17. So let's count for 15 years. 15 years, we have 1, 2, 15, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 15 appears 19 times. This is 15. Now frequency 15 appears 19 times. Then you use your tally. This is 5, 10, this is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So let's count for 16 years. How many times does 16 appear? 16. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 16 appears 11 times. 16 appears 11 times. This is 16. This is our 5, 10. This is 11. This is the way you can. This is where you can write your tally, and this is 11. So let's also look for 17. Age 17 students. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, We have 8, 9, 10. Let's count it again. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 17 appears 10 times. This is 5 and this is 5. This is 10. This is 10. So we look at 18 years. 18, 1. 18, 2. 18, 3. 18. This is how you count it to arrange in frequency table. So we have 18 3 times. 18 appears 3 times. This is 3. And when you sum all the frequency, we have it to be a total of 60. So let's check. Let us count this data. It will give us 60 as total to start students in the 3 class in a certain school. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 60. So our total is 60. So a question is, use a tally mark to prepare a frequency table for this data, which we have all done here. You can see. So we'll move ahead. Number 2 question says, how many students in JSS3 class? How many students in JSS3 class? We said we've counted it, and the total of students are 60 students. So we have 60 students in JSS3 class. 60 students in JSS3 class. So there are 60 students in JSS3 class. So my C question is, which age has the highest frequency? Which age has the highest frequency? Let's check. Which age has the highest frequency? This is our frequency. We have 17 with 14 years. We have 15 to be 19 years. We have 17 to be 14 years. We have 19 to be 15 years. We have 11, 16 years. 11, we have 10, 17 years. We have 3, 18 years. So the frequency that occurs most is 19. So 15 years is the highest age. So which age has the highest frequency? 15 years has the highest frequency. How many students are more than 15 years old? How many students are more than 15 years old? Let's go back again. How many students are more than 15 years old? This is 15. So how many students are more than 15? We have 16, 17, and 18. So we have 16, 17, and 18. And 16 years appears 11 times. 17 years appears 10 times. And 18 years appears 3 times. So when we sum 11, 10, we have 21. Plus 3, we have 24. So let's go to our question again. How many students are more than 15 years old? 24 students are more than 15 years old. So you can see that we can use the frequency table to answer information, to answer questions that are important, to give accurate information, as we've all done in this example. We've come to the end of today's class. Hope you've enjoyed the class, and I know you've learned something, because because you've learned how to define statistics. I also know the uses of statistics. We've also discussed different types of data. Or we're able to define data and also discuss different types of data. So we went on to discuss frequency table. So we gave an examples of using frequency table, and also how you can also use the frequency table to answer questions accurately. So we've come to the end of today's class. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and don't forget to update your notes. This is our week 9 video. So your week 9 notes will be online. Update all your notes from week 2 to week 9 and do all the assignments that are given in each lesson note. And also, if there is any questions, please don't forget to ask me or send your questions via WhatsApp, and your questions will be attended to. Stay safe and remain blessed. Thank you.